Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh. NAPO. Onapo, mama onapo, mama onapo, mama onapo. We dey mama onapo. We NAPO ankasa. NAPO oye former member of parliament for Menchia South. Enti bebre na adwe almost NAPO. Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh odase a member of parliament. No, he is not a member of parliament for Menchia South. Tese obi foforo ana abesi na namu. Ebra na walk for presidential aspirant as vice president for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Na wakasa sambeka leading to 2024 elections and ebra ye no say or running mate for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Hey, a man for kasa papa say hey Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh amayi ni de papa yi na no ha no so hu ne nsem ni bi wo no mo a ya no ka anu ohye enti se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia e ka wana na oge ni 1 point Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh e be ka baako na je se wo de apepa 2 points ana se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 2 people na Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh ekasa pe let just say nipa mienu no apepa wo nyina e de free ho na for some time now we say onkasa na wakana no tuwa sometimes silence is golden as well na saying going into a year NPP on presidential primacy ana Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh wasan akasa na abusiafo this time there has been some conflicting submissions from Atta-Akyea, also a staunch NPP member. Na Wakabibi edify Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia about his role as being a team member of the economic management team, which was set up by Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo during the term in government. Na ensemble na Atta-Akyea ekan ya different from asemo a Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh ekan ya no eho. Na lands minister honorable Amabua ono nso akasa e de afa state lands on eden ana okan ya aha Island TV plans ye be breaki ensemble down na wanya emu entiase na fe wadwe nkyere awo e de fa asem hunu nso what the number comment section say on subscribe to our channel so and you can also subscribe to our channel na like video no e dey mind Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh, former education minister, also a former energy minister. Now it was under his regime and obibusa and say NPP as who say light no about any pre should we be looking for a timetable? Well, the answer that Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh was it as able to say lies out to be one of and you should develop your own timetable. In fact, at the time a man for any anye near Okana na wakata or say a bra na or yet minister, energy minister. All the time, no now or cabinet meetings near the ade so or cabinet meetings and that is why I say the presidency is no joke. In as much as now down Akufo-Addo being a president and easy. Oh, yeah, sure say you can be a president for one day. Well, let us know in the comment section. Now, Matthew Opoku Prempeh say na oka cabinet now. Almost every week, not just he was presenting ideas to cabinet. Now, also amongst all the people na omukwesia ho cabinet one day Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Onona na he has the finest brain. Se ka say obi adwemu ba. Na ene papa yi kan asem yi Ghana fo asan akotwe na asem na babiom ana kyese mu bia e ka ho asem e wo social ene ni media no so say Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh asan aka no biom na Otrofo no say me dance ni e wa brochiri na mumientie eye Dr. Matukuku Prempe ono ankasa nanum pain ensem a okan ye. Let's hear from the horse's own mouth.
Every say me Matukuku Prempe me say cabinet say enfien so and e fa edu ba bi kra na o twe bia na the policy ba akoko parliament cabinet o after me ko ya no for mo breme me hu nyansafo a o cabinet wa sebi na na dream Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
na se wutie ne ya Dr. Matukuku Prempe e kan yi a reportedly no ye titete no social and in media no so say ebra na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia vice president no, he was not in charge of the economy. Ebra yenso ye nim as a matter of fact na was chairman of the economic management team. So if he was not in charge of the economy, well, what was his role as chairman of the economic management team? And then you made in an ODA. Nedi say obesa suggest policies yana. And were those policies implemented? Because we are here. Now your Ghana, we were here. And okay say or arrested a year dollar no. I'm all the key no crime IGP. Any ade. We were here. But Atta-Akyea on one breath, aka say na yema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia akwanya even during cabinet meetings, which is contradicting what a year Dr. Matukuku Prempe ekan. So what are politicians trying to project? Aya omo person omo che Ghana for the ordinary Ghanaians na ya no person omo che yensen. Because on one breath, you say he was always at cabinet meetings and he had the finest ideas. In fact, if you are looking for the most intelligent persons at the setting of a cabinet meeting, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and then on one breath, Atta-Akyea is saying, he said, well, na your man of crime. And he was not, he even went ahead to say, your man is a be dedicated funds to run. But do we give somebody dedicated funds to run an economy? You implement policies. And you make sure that the policies you are implementing, it is reflecting positively in the life of Ghanaians. Mumientie Atta-Akyea. Ebra no so chere na dwen the comment people have been making about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia being in charge of the Ghanaian economy. Ebra na Nana Adonko Akufo-Addo wone nimia Kenneth Nanayao Oforiata na ono na chese they were sharing the affairs of the nation.
I see.
And so Dr. Bawumia was sidelined.
Oh, please. Who doesn't know this?
By whom?
By the president and his cousin, of course. What did you see?
By Akufo-Addo and Ken Oforiata.
In the running of the economy. He was not in charge at all.
How do you know this?
Well, at least I could see what happened when I was in the cabinet. And I could see also what happened when I was outside the cabinet. I'm not here to wash our dirty in the public, but show one record that, Bawumia was the one who was trying to overhaul the exchange rate and he failed. Do you know what was happening at that time?
Gold for oil was to overhaul the exchange rate, but we ended at $14. Now the NDC is on 10.
Do you know whether somebody wanted to that the system should operate full throttle, or it was like, if it's coming from Bawumia, let's not glorify it? Do you understand what is happening?
Are you suggesting that there was some undermining of the gold for oil policy?
Oh, goodness me. But how much money was released from the Bank of Ghana that we should buy gold when Bawumia was vice president? Let's do statistics and you see that do not say a man should be pregnant. It's a cruel argument. When he hasn't gotten the wherewithal, a man has no womb to be pregnant.
What's the point?
The point I'm making is that there is no evidence that huge largesse of resources were given to Bawumia to run the economy and he blew it. There was no...
Nobody's saying that. Are people saying that?
But what is it that you are talking about?
They are talking about he being the chairman of the economic management team.
What economic management
and that
team?
is expected to lead the economic renaissance.
Was there an economic management team that was trying to, drive the economy and direct Ken?
Dr. Bawumia is the one who introduced.
No, if it was so, the MPs have eyes to see. They said, look, this bad manager of the economy, Bawumia, should go. What did they say?
Bawumia cannot go on the MPs by the law.
Resign.
No, well, okay, they could have called for his resignation. Yeah, they could have called for his resignation.
In fact,
but they were calling for the dismissal of Ken, not his resignation.
Well, look at even the NDC MPs. They want the censure.
Yes.
Why? Who was responsible for the economy and who has to be censured?
It was Dr. Bawumia who gave the general public the list of the very fantastic actors at the economic management team. John Bafo, Alan Chemati. It was Dr. Bawumia who said.
Find out from them whether it was in name or it was in function and who was actually in charge. You see,
what is the area attaching? I say, Womu enya a pine, Dr. Bawumia, where nya pine, senkane on fine ideas ya. And now what senkubetim di abwa ama NPP. Abano afan to my pefra na economy at the time na anwen sen. Na yebese da ye a whole cover on COVID-19 ni Russia Ukraine war ni ade na enu na che se Atta-Akyea e kasafa ho na se wutie ni Atta-Akyea kan yi ene ne Dr. Matthew Obuku Prempeh e kan yi ya ujidi se MPP for the followers of Dr. Bawumia, they should get coherent point. Because on one breath, if one person is saying different and then the other breath, one person is different. So it doesn't project your candidate properly. And your point should be coherent. So na M1 project more candidate, Of course, aka 3 days. Nature said the anticipated primaries, MPP presidential primaries na abaso. Why ana ujidi say obewini in that particular primaries. Me hu adwenkyere. Na lands minister honorable Amabua was say sa land you can say state lands ya politicians eba ban mu on pese o moton no ye twam. Na enough is enough. Na chese Ghana nkwa na chese ya mpese obeti ase o aban na japade no so obi ba no obenya tumi a obese wode ni tumi a wanya na eto aban japade. There were rumors and you see Dr. Professor from Watson aka say na John this popular politician and or MPP na Sir John now digalam say dike because I say how did he even acquire the land? Nina state lands. So when we become politicians, na ya assume power because we have power. But make sure say you are serving your country, and you must serve your country with all honesty, with all diligence, and not capitalize on the ignorance of the ordinary Ghanaian. Na power they say is transient. Na honorable Amabua or say cabinet enya agiatum say yemma wo bia enton state lands biem if you say enya ade a eboa o ma no o kwan bia so mumientie honorable Amabua.
Sorry that my own house that I lived in for 6 years, I didn't have title. The day it was announced that I was nominated as lands minister, I got a message that my documents, they are working on it fast for me. And it's true story. It's true story. Frankly, it is clear that the systems, land administration, providing basic services for the people of Ghana must change. And so we began that journey first to look at what is really the problem at the Lands Commission. What has been the challenge at the Lands Commission? And these are the challenges that were described and the process of reviewing. One of the things we all heard about was that public lands that government had taken for specific purposes that now belong to government. Some of them for agricultural purposes, some of them for different purposes were not used. Now becomes government property. Somehow, the people who have been given the charge to protect these lands were somehow abusing it. And so, His Excellency the President vowed to make sure that we get it right. And I'm happy to tell you that we constituted a team led by my able deputy, and we got cabinet approval to address that in the long term. That it will, by the time we finish, no government official will even cross their mind to take public land. Because we'll publish your name in every newspaper. By the way, the cabinet has approved our recommendation that all public lands that had been sold are going under review to make sure there's value for money, and process audit was done. Those that didn't finish the process are automatically cancelled. And so we are going on to make sure that we implement to the letter the cabinet recommendation to give confidence to the people of Ghana that we are going to protect public lands.
And was it lands bia ya tonwa yenya near in economic ye friend value for money no ye be hwam na sika was ye je e de ma oman no yaje e de ama oman no na near ye no de enya de bo akura se ye ton oman na japade na yenya che e de ama ye ho so we cheni da bi oye ne sa de a na enye oman na o chechire na emom no ubotom ana chese wa opese ofele ho na enye oman no interest entia abusia me yehu adwenkyere ewo eye state capture and in the air administration there was a time where book bi kura na ade ba ya na say it is an attempt to capture the state me yehu adwenkyere say on like video na be like na afi o de comment so aba